Hey there, can you do me a little favor? It will take about 10 minutes, the length of this short video, and at the end, you'll get a piece of software. Really, I'm not joking with you here. If you hear me out for just the next 10 minutes, I'm going to let you download a really powerful piece of software for free. You aren't going to have to spend a penny. You're actually doing me a huge favor here. I'm not selling anything, and it's not my goal to make any money off of you. I already have plenty. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Please don't judge me too hard for this, but my real goal here is revenge. Now, I know that sounds terrible, but bear with me. I think you'll come around to my side after I tell you my story. I'll try not to get into anything too boring and specific, but I want you to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. All right, here we go. I grew up as the child of very wealthy parents. Well, my dad is the one with the money, but I'll get into that later. Our family lived in a huge house in New York, and we basically had everything that anyone could possibly want. Boats, expensive cars, crazy vacations. I mean, I was given a Lamborghini and a $20,000 watch on my 16th birthday. It was ridiculous. But please, don't hate me just yet. I know what it sounds like. Why would I need you to do me a favor? Why would you even want to help me out? To be honest, I would have traded all of the luxuries and advantages that I had when I was growing up for just one thing: a normal childhood. The expensive cars, clothes, and houses are all just things. You might want them if you don't have them, but trust me, it doesn't take long for you to get sick of all that crap. They're just things. Now, I know you might be shaking your head at this point, but I think that if we were to spend some time together, you'd probably actually like me. If there's one thing that my childhood has taught me, it's to place more value on people and experiences than objects. Why am I here though? Why did I make this website and the video you're watching now? Why do I want revenge? If you knew my father, you'd instantly understand. You see, there's no other way to say this. My dad is an asshole, a rich asshole. I would trade away the millions of dollars that are in my trust fund in a heartbeat if I could get me a real dad and a real childhood. I mean that 100%. I will pay my dad one compliment though, just one. In a nutshell, he is an amazing businessman. He went from having absolutely nothing to making millions of dollars on the stock market each and every month. And now he's doing it online too. He's completely obsessed with making money. It's all he cares about, and it's all he's ever cared about. It's true, he's a great businessman, and his hard work is what gave our family the huge house, nice clothes, and expensive cars, but it's also what made him such a horrible father. He did nothing but work. As I mentioned before, he didn't have much when he first arrived on Wall Street, but it didn't take him long to start making some serious cash. He moved up quickly in the company that he was working for at the time, and he spent most of his time at the office, thank goodness. The problem is, he realized that he wasn't going to make the kind of money he wanted to if he was giving it all to his bosses. So he quit his job and went to work on his own. He was still killing it on the market, but he was always looking for other ways to make money. So he hired a team of programmers to make a piece of software that could do what he did automatically. No need to do all the tedious work, no analyzing world economic markets, no playing global currency markets. His software does it all for him now. Basically, all he does is let his software shift his money from one currency to the next, getting filthy rich in the process. I mentioned earlier that he spent most of his time at the office, which made it easier for me and my siblings to avoid him. Even when he was at home, the house was big enough that we could usually find a place to go in order to avoid him. My mother was not so lucky. He'd come home and release all of the stress, frustration, and anger from work out on her. As soon as I turned 18, I got the heck out of there. It was really difficult leaving my mom behind though. Anyway, not too long ago, something happened between them. I don't know what it was, my mother won't tell me, and I simply will not speak with my father. My bet is that he finally snapped and went completely insane. But regardless of what it was, they've now split, and he's been doing his best to ruin her ever since. That wouldn't be so bad, and I'm happy that they're no longer together, but he's screwed my mom out of everything. And I mean everything. The part that really gets me now is that my father is getting off the hook unpunished. He got to keep all of the money that didn't go to the kids, the house, everything. He's even got a new girlfriend now, who, by the way, is 2 years younger than myself. And he's still making even more money than before using that stupid piece of software. So this is why I'm here. This is my chance to make my dad pay and to get revenge on behalf of my family. I want to hurt him in the only place I know he cares about, his wallet. I'm revealing his software. Yes, the same software that he used and is currently using to make his billion-dollar empire. And I'm revealing it to the entire online world, including you, right now. A big reason why he makes so much money is that he's currently the only one using his software. I want to dilute his market space, weaken his control, and ultimately force him out of millions of dollars. The more people that use it, the more he will lose his advantage. That's why there's no limit to this, and that's why I'm giving it away for free. Like I said before, I'm a nice guy. I'm happiest when other people are happy. But to be brutally honest, I'm not trying to make you happy here. I don't know you, and truthfully, this isn't really about you. It's about my father and making him pay for what he did to my family. So, now that you've heard my story, what are you going to do? Will you help me out on this? I know I'm probably coming off as just some spoiled rich kid, but I really just want a bad man to pay for what he's done. And if you're worried about what's going to happen when my father brings the site down, don't be. As soon as the software is in your hands, there's nothing he can do. Any money that you make with this system will be yours. He won't be able to touch it. He can, however, take this video down, and when he does, my shot at revenge is over. He'll be more careful in the future, and I won't have another chance to hit him in his pocketbook. So please, if you've decided that you'd like to help me and my family out, move fast to download this software now. I can guarantee that if you've made it this far, the software is still available and waiting for you to download it. After that, you can do whatever you want. Heck, tell your friends about it. The more people who download, the more my dad will lose control. All right, that's it. My story's over. Thanks for watching this video and listening to my story. Regardless of what you've decided to do with the software, I'm glad that you've chosen to download. You're really doing me a huge favor here. Thank you.